Yo, what up, everybody? We're coming to you live from Valladolid, Mexico. Oh man, we had a great night, Phil. Tell them about our first day here yesterday.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool. So first and foremost, we feel led to be sharing this. So you're going to see a lot more of these videos coming along. We definitely feel God just telling us to share just about everything. So we're going to do our best to be consistent with what the Lord is sharing with us. But first and foremost, when we jumped in an Uber to come to the city, which is about a 45-minute drive here, Ubers can't go into the airport first and foremost. But long story short, an Uber came to pick us up, and we had to be very secretive about jumping on this because apparently, per the Uber, that all the taxis here are basically, it's all the mafia.
Yep.
The cartel, that they orchestrate and they run all the taxi services here. So when we were in the Uber ride with the lady, Kenya, her name is, she loves the Lord. She follows Jesus.
God sent us a Christian.
Yes.
As our Airbnb driver.
And you could tell with her, there was a lot of hesitation within the quote-unquote church. I believe there's been a lot of corruption here in the local churches for a while. But she definitely had a relationship and has a relationship with Jesus. Yeah. So during the Uber drive, she was just explaining about all the the powers that are going on behind the scenes with the cartels and whatnot, and how she's been she's been really helping individuals, especially young women, drive around here, because there's a lot of times the cartels would actually follow these young women. And
one thing I really love, Phil, is that she said that she was a friend of God. She was a friend of Jesus, which, as we all should be, right? But what happened after that?
So yeah, during that conversation, we're deciding about when, at least in my mind, I was like, okay, when should we start talking about and going into the details about when to pray? So basically, when she dropped us off, we asked if we could pray for her and to feel the power and the love of God. So during the prayer, that's what we prayed for, just for the Lord to touch her where she's at. And I thought it was pretty powerful what happened and how the Lord orchestrated those steps.
Yeah, you could tell at the end of it, she was very blessed. So then after that, Phil needed to get a SIM card, and so we go to the SIM card shop right across the street from the bus stop. And I had an impression about ministering to really the son, but the son kind of seemed closed off, so we ministered and prayed for the owner of the shop, his mother. But at the end of that, we were able to give them both New Testament Bibles in their own language, and so that was really cool.
Actually, during the prayer for the woman, we asked her what would she prayer for, and she did mention her anger and a couple other small things, and we definitely felt the impression that she had some unforgiveness, and specifically for a man in her life. So we asked her about that, and she said yes. So we asked her, we said, we're going to pray this, just in your heart, just release this person. So while we were praying in English, she was murmuring in Spanish under her breath. And I definitely feel the Lord was touching her during that.
Stay tuned for part 2. It gets crazy.